Hey everyone, what's up? So as you guys all know, I haven't been on Facebook in a while, and I haven't been on YouTube in a while. But last night I went to the bowling alley with my parents and a friend of my dad's, and we bowled. We had a pretty good day. Um, and we also went to the arcade. And this was the second week we went. During that time I was trying to get a figure, and I actually did it. And today we're gonna unbox Wanderlei Silva, UFC fighter from UFC 84, and he's a pretty good figure. It's got where he's from, which is Brazil. It's got all his little stats on the back. You can see it right there. He hails out of Las Vegas. He is from Brazil. He's 5'11", 185 pounds. The figure is pretty decent sized. He's pretty big compared to all the other wrestling figures that I own. And yes, this is UFC, so it's kind of a different franchise. But aside from that, it is a very good figure. He's about $30, give or take. On Amazon, he's about 60, which is a big deal. But we are gonna unbox this figure right here for you guys. So let's get into it. So obviously, I want to preserve this box as best as possible. So let's see. Okay, there we go. And let's get this figure open. We can push that off to the side. And let's get him out of there. Okay. So now we have Wanderlei Silva. Doesn't stand up very well. Well, actually, yeah, there he goes. So we have Wanderlei Silva, and he's got a bunch of different. It says on the box he has ultra flex articulation, which I think is pretty cool because you can bend his arm forward and backwards. He does have normal, typical action figure stuff. Bicep, the arm does rotate, swivel at the shoulder. Typical bend here. We got a wrist swivel, bend at the wrist as well. Bend at the abs, spin at the waist. We do get a lot of range of motion with the leg because it is on a ball joint, so that is pretty cool. We do have a bit of swivel on that thigh right there, but we've also got it bend at the knee. Double. I like figures that come with this. The double knee. You can see it bends here and here, which gives that range of motion for figures, because now if I wanted to have him knee someone in the face, I can actually get that knee up. He does have ankle twist right there. His ankle does bend, as you can see, but overall he's a big dude. He's supposedly 5'11", which is pretty cool. But compared to all my other figures, like my WWE figures that I have, the Big Show I do own, the Big Show is 7 feet tall. So you would expect that with a UFC toy, they would kind of try and stay as close to articulation of those figures as possible. Well, Big Show is shorter than this figure, by about half an inch, which is pretty funny because that shows you just how much work UFC goes to having their figures as decent as possible. Sorry that my head's sorry that you only get to see about half my face, because the camera is kind of a little close. But other than that, this figure is very good. I mean, I love it. I mean, you can get a lot of posability on this figure. I mean, like, in all honesty, you can actually, like, have him going for, like, I don't know, like a ground and pound or different things, you know? He does articulate really well, like there's a front jab. Like, if I can get him to stand up, you can see it right there. There's a front jab. He does the figures, yeah, he doesn't stand up very well, but in all honesty, I'm not really worried about him standing up. I'm not gonna have him on display or anything, but let's see if I can get him standing up, facing the camera, and there you go. Like there, right there. There's a front jab. He does have a lot of posability. I'm not quite sure like how much posability I can get out of this guy, but I do think if people were gonna spend the time to get a UFC figure, you would want to get Wanderlei Silva, because he does have a lot of posability. All the figures, I think, have the same posability. And on the back of the box, you can see that there is a list of all the figures that are available. You've got Don Fry, Kimbo Slice, Rich Franklin, Matt Hughes, Sean Schreck, and Jamie Warner, which, to me, though, these are going to be some pretty decent figures to like create a collection out of. You can get some posability. Their legs are a little, how do I say, scrawny. But other than that, like, this is a decent figure. I mean, man, this figure, like, when I saw it in the rack over in the prize booth at the arcade, I was like, man, I want that figure. And it took me 2 weeks to get it, but here's Wanderlei Silva for you. Very, very, very good figure. I would say, everyone, if you want UFC figures, get Wanderlei Silva. I mean, decent sized figure. He's about 7.5 inches long. I mean, look at that. That's a big figure. That makes him a big dude. With that being said, I will see you guys all in the next video. Toodles!